What's up, guys? It's Mikhail. I'm in Dana Point, and some people might think I'm a crazy person. There's actually nobody in this parking lot. It's not as bad as when I was in the when I was at the airport. But I did want to talk about a couple things, and really it was based around posting with positivity, right? The whole posting with positivity thing is obviously something that I'm extremely passionate about because it's funny, even though the Facebook algorithm is pushing more and more positive vibe type of stuff toward me, I still see that there is a ton of, negative aspects or cynical aspects, and it's just not something that I think we should be spreading. So there's some funny things that actually happen when you start posting with positivity, and the number one thing that happens is it forces you to be in that moment. And when you start your day with your posts, or you start your conversation with kind of like just a more uplifting attitude, it's funny how you look at the world. Things don't piss you off the way that they used to piss you off, and you don't get as upset when somebody cuts you off in the airport or anything like that, or I'm sorry, cuts you off on the freeway. So what it does for you as a person individually on a one person level is pretty incredible. So I think that it's something that everybody should try out on a more regular basis. The other thing it does is it brings out the positivity in other people, which is nice. I mean, sometimes you can't really get mad when you see that somebody's like happy about something. I hope you're not, because that's a whole nother issue. But you don't really get mad when that type of stuff happens. It's my friend Morgan over there. You don't get mad when that kind of stuff happens. I hope that we're all old enough or mature enough to actually be happy for other people's happiness instead of jealous or envious, because I think that's a huge sign of growth. What's up, Jay? Thank you so much for sharing this post. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I think that's a really good thing, and I think it allows for much better conversations than cynicism or negativity. Just talking about everything that you're grateful for, or everything that made you happy, or little cool things that happen throughout the day. That's a much better conversation to have. The other thing it does is it attracts that type of person to you. And I'm not talking about on a romantic sense, even though that's a lot of fun. I'm talking about more just friends and community. I think as I'm getting older anyway, my arm's super tired. As I'm getting older, I really want to, I can put this on top of my car and talk a little bit. As I'm getting older, I really, one of my goals is to surround myself with people that I can lift up, and in turn lift me up. And a lot of that comes with positive attitudes and just being ambitious and doing that kind of thing. Vinny, what's up? I'm actually talking about you, which is really crazy. What's up, Bardia? Thanks for checking in, guys. This is really cool. So Vinny, and this is the whole inspiration for this Facebook Live, is the fact that, like, dude, when you start putting out that positive vibe, and it's really coming from a real place, it brings out all the people in the woodworks who maybe don't do that as much as you do, but have that in their private time, and you can start to develop the friendships that are great. Because I think that great friendships come with lifting each other up, not like everybody asks for advice, and sometimes not from me, but a lot of, like, you go to coffee, you ask your friend for advice, and sometimes when you ask that person for advice, you're looking for a specific answer to almost like affirm or push you toward what you actually want. And when you are around people that are as positive and happy as you are, then they'll kind of push you to do things that will make you happy, and not pull you down to bring you back down to their level. And I think that that's like something that it's super tough to say, that you have to edit or audit your audience like that. These people think I'm crazy. Watch this. They think I'm super crazy. Anyway, I think it's a tough thing to say, that you have to audit your friendships, but you got to really look around and see like who's really like pushing you forward and who's really bringing you down, if you want to like move forward. Which kind of leads to the last thing, is when you post with positivity, it does bring out a lot of haters too. For as much daps as I get on the comments, and as much love I'm getting from a lot of you guys, which is amazing, thank you so much. There's a lot of people who kind of shit on me, to be honest, and saying like, it's fun to be Mr. Positive, but what about this, what about that, what about this? It's like, look, you're gonna get what you focus on, and I choose to focus on all the cool things that are going on, and all the things that make me really happy, and not all the petty BS that like tends to bring a lot of other people down. And because of that, I get more energy throughout the day, and because of that, I just end up having a lot more fun and silly things, and find a lot more joy in really small things. Like the fact that 12 of you guys are listening to me rant about nothing right now is amazing. So like, Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think you should try it. If not, speak with it. One thing that I want you guys to maybe walk away with is there's a 5-minute journal that's out, and it was endorsed by Tim Ferriss. I know that a lot of my friends read Tim Ferriss, but there's a 5-minute journal by Tim Ferriss, and all it does is it has 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things that would make the day great, and then a daily affirmation for yourself. And it starts the day like that, and then it also ends the day with the same thing, with 3 amazing things that happened today and how could you have made it better. And it literally takes 3 or 4 minutes. It's like $21 on Amazon, and it's funny, I'm not getting paid for any of this. It's just something I think is really doesn't take a lot of time, but can change the course of your entire day. But yeah, check that out. It's called the 5-Minute Journal. It's endorsed by Tim Ferriss. If you look it up on Amazon, it's like $21. It has a white cover. Really check that out. Thank you, Jessica, if you end up watching this, for gifting that to me. It's really amazing, but it's a game changer. And that starting and ending your day with that little mindset change is going to lead to a lot more happiness, a lot more success, a lot more love that you can give out, and even more importantly, a lot more love that you can receive, because it forces you to love yourself. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you later.